Hello student, again start with inertia. Okay, you have cleared from these two example what is inertia. Inertia, the tendency of objects to remain in the state of rest or to keep moving uniformly is called inertia. Type of inertia is inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. Okay, I have a very best example to teach you the inertia of rest, motion, inertia of direction. Okay, now image you are sitting in the roller coaster. You all sat and all of a sudden roller coaster start moving. So what happened? You are lean to backward. When the roller coaster start, at that moment you lean to backward because of you are in the inertia of rest, due to the inertia of rest, because roller coaster at that time in steady condition, your body is in steady condition, but roller coaster start all of sudden roller coaster start moving and your body is remain, due to the tendency of inertia, your body is remain in the rest condition. So due to the moment of inertia, you are lean backward. Same condition happen when all of sudden they are giving brake to the roller coaster. So you are also in moving condition with the roller coaster. At that time what happen? You lean to forward because of the all of sudden applying the brake. So due to the inertia of motion. Okay. Now when you are moving in the sitting in the roller coaster and all of sudden roller coaster take a left turn, then what happen? You are move to the side of the right side, and if it take the turn right side, then what happen? You move to the left side due to the change of the direction, and your body is not change the direction, but due to the inertia force, a body tends to change the direction. So that force is called inertia of direction. So now hope inertia force is clear for you. Same condition, same thing happen when you traveling in the bus or in the car. Due to the inertia force, this thing happen. Okay. Hope so inertia is clear. Okay. Now we will start Newton's first law of motion. You have already learned about the inertia. So Newton's first law is based on the law of inertia. So let us start. What is Newton's first law of motion? What Newton say about law of motion? An object remains in state or rest or of uniform motion. There is a one object, it is remain state of rest, or if it is moving, then it continuously moving till in a straight line, unless and until an external unbalanced force is applied on it. Okay, see, an object remains in state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless and until an external unbalanced force is applied on it. It is also called law of inertia. How? Suppose I have one object, like you are running, you are taking part in the running race, and ribbon is coming near to you. Then what happen? You exactly stop your body at the ribbon, crossing the ribbon, or you are going some forward to cutting ribbon. Why this happen? Due to the your body is in motion, and unless and until some external unbalanced force applied नहीं होता है, तब तक आप उसी कंडीशन में मूव आगे करते रहोगे. Due to that reason, you are going forward to that border. Okay. So Newton first law of motion or law of inertia, an object remain in state of rest or of uniform motion in a straight line unless and until an external unbalanced force is applied on it. Okay. Next term is momentum. What is the momentum? Momentum is one mathematical quantity. Like momentum is the measure of a moving object, that is the product of its mass and velocity. Momentum is the measure of moving object, that is the product of its mass and velocity. we denote it as a P and M into V, mass into velocity, and its SI unit is kg into meter per second. Okay. Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law of motion, the rate of change of momentum. Newton's second law of motion covered the momentum. You are clear about momentum? Momentum means mass into velocity. So what is the second law? Say the rate of change of momentum. Okay. Rate of change of momentum of body is directly proportional to the applied unbalanced force in the direction of force. So rate of change of momentum. You know momentum. Body is directly proportional to the applied unbalanced force. You also know the unbalanced force in the direction of force. So what it said? See, this is my A point and this is my B point. One object is in the A point and it want to move through time velocity using velocity, initial velocity u and final velocity is v. The object is reach from point A to from point B with the time limit t and external force is F. Okay, terms is clear to you? There is a one object A. It want to reach to up to B. Time limit is t. So here initial velocity I know give a name u and final velocity is v and applying force is F. Okay. So as per the Newton's second law, what it said? Change of momentum. So change of momentum means mass is same because object is same. So initial is, final is mv minus mu. mv is mass into, what is the momentum? Mass into velocity. So mass into final velocity minus mass into initial velocity. So what is the velocity? M is m v. Okay. So change of the moment is initial final velocity minus initial velocity. But as according to the definition, rate of change of momentum. So rate of change of momentum is equal to rate of change. You know the rate of change means it depends on the time. So mv final velocity minus initial velocity by t. So force is proportional to the rate of change of momentum. Force is proportional to m into v minus u by t. Okay. If we want to remove this proportional word, then we are moving here one constant. Suppose any constant, I am considering it k. So F is equal to k into m v minus u by t. But constant is a proportionality constant. So we are taking proportionality constant as a 1. So its value is F is equal to m into a. So here we are deriving the formula of force. F is equal to ma. It says force change of momentum is directly proportional to the applied unbalanced force. What is the force formula? F is equal to ma. As per according to Newton's second law, the rate of change of momentum of body is directly proportional to applied unbalanced force in the direction of force. Hope Newton's second law of motion is clear and the derivation of F is equal to ma. Force is also clear. Okay. Now we are going to learn how to catch a ball. This is given in your chapter. So we are including this small part. It's very easy. Okay. So I have this ball. So if suppose someone hit this ball and I have catch it from this above. But this is correct method. You have seen lots of cricket matches. All are catching like this. What is the reason behind that? They are moving downward and catching this ball. Have any idea? Why all cricketer or while playing they are catching ball like this? Why not they, like this? Okay, I am telling you reason. This is our object. Because we are learning physics, so we are not calling it ball. It is our object. An object have a fixed mass. But do you think it have a fixed velocity? No. When the ball hit by a batsman, then it's have a maximum velocity. And someone want to catch it. If I catch it like this, then what happened to my hand? Due to this increased velocity, because of there have a so much high level of velocity, I have injured my hand. So what I should do? I want to catch like that way, so the velocity is decreased. So velocity force is inversely proportional to the time. So I want to decrease this velocity. So what I give? I have to give the time to this ball. So if instead of this, if I give this much time to ball traveling time,